Hi there, I'm Kevin Tharp, and I am going to be one of your instructors in this course. And what we're going to be looking at is developing content in a content management system, specifically Shopify. So the first thing I want to do is just go over, this is sort of the getting ourselves started kind of video. I want to go through, talk a little bit about the course, talk a little bit about what we're doing, how I organize information, the things you're going to be doing, etc. So let's start there. First off, as I said, my name is Kevin Tharp. I've been teaching at Stout since 2008. And I'm going to be joined by Chad McDonald. I don't have him on this video, but I'll see if I can get an introduction video from Chad up there for you. Chad McDonald is the president of Brandography, which is a company out of Hudson that does Shopify implementations. And he has graciously donated his time and the Shopify platform so that each of you will have your own Shopify stores that you will develop as part of this class. And a lot of this class will be focused on the applied, hands-on, take going from an idea to a working e-commerce site. And Chad's going to walk you through the Shopify side of that in the labs each week. This is a online only class. It's asynchronous online. So you will need to work with your schedule as to when you're going to come in. If you're taking this online, you probably already know that, but there's not a time and a date for you to do your work, though there are deadlines each week for the assignments, the labs, and that sort of thing. The way that I am working those due dates is that everything is due on Monday night. So I view the class week as going from Monday to Monday, and that's the way that we will work. Each week there will be instructional elements and there will be labs. So each week you're going to be doing hands-on stuff because that is a big part of this, but that's going to be supported with various type of instructional resources, whether it's taking a LinkedIn learning course on branding foundations, for instance, you're going to do here in the first week, or other kinds of materials that I've generated. So there will be plenty to do every week, but it will be a very applied kind of a class. The next thing I want to talk about is office hours. My office hours are about 8:30 to 11, Monday through Thursday, but always reach out to me in Teams. I'm extremely accessible through Teams. I'm less accessible through email, and I my phone rings off the wall with marketing, politics, that kind of phone calls that have nothing to do with the work that I'm actually trying to do. So I don't use the phone as a way of communicating with you. If you need to call me, reach out to me in Teams. We can do a chat, we can do a video discussion, whatever it is that you need. And so send me a text, say, hey, Kevin, do you want to, can we get together and talk? And I'll respond. And that becomes the most efficient way for us to communicate. So that's what we're going to be doing. So now a broad overview of what we're doing. You're going to be your own client. You are going to create a brand, and you are going to apply that blank brand through the semester, and you will be applying that through Shopify. So when I go to the home page, right now you see it's got week one agenda. That's just for organizational for me to record these videos so I know what to talk about. You're going to go in, you're going to do the class orientation. The class orientation is going to tell you basically kind of the same thing that I've told you here, but just kind of get you started going with the class the way that you need for it to go. The next thing that we're going to be doing is this. You're going to see each week I'm going to have a week overview. That week overview will have links to the various things that we've got going on. This really generally is going to be where you start in the week whatever overview. In this case, we're talking about brand identity. The bottom line is what you're doing when you create an e-commerce store is you are applying a brand. And you have to have a brand before you can do that. So what you're going to do this week is you are going to go into this instructional assignment brand identity. You're going to be going to LinkedIn Learning, and you're going to be doing the Branding Foundations course. At the end of that, you should get a certificate of completion, and that is a LinkedIn Learning certificate. So you can add that to your LinkedIn Learning profile and your to your resume or Vita, whichever you are doing. So you will have that Branding Foundations course. This tells you how to get to LinkedIn Learning. We have a license for it, so make sure you go through the Stout logins page, because then you're not going to have to pay for a membership or anything like that. The Branding Foundations course is about a 30-minute course, and it brings you through the idea of what you need to understand. And then what we're going to be doing in Lab 1 is we're going to be starting the visuals part of your brand identity. Now, again, as I mentioned, as we go through the semester, you're going to be creating a more sophisticated brand. You're going to be creating brand guidelines. You're going to be creating products and all that. We'll go over all that as we're going. But as part of your project, you're going to have a full-blown brand guidelines document as part of your final project. And what I've done in here is Chad has provided us with a couple of existing brand guidelines, so you can get an idea of what that sort of looks like. So you have an idea of where you need to be going with your the documentations that we're starting. Now, after we've still got students that are adding this class, so after everything is sort of settled down, maybe the middle of the week, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all the email addresses, and Chad will set up your account on Shopify. Watch for an email to set up that account. And when you get that, go ahead and set up your Shopify account. I'll probably end up dropping details later if it's necessary. If there's anything that isn't very straightforward, I'll provide that information to you. So that is sort of where we're at. This first week is I think it's reasonably light, but we will be hitting the ground running, especially the second week, and going forward from them as we start getting those accounts set up, and we can actually start working in Shopify so that you can create your e-commerce storefront. And this is a great opportunity. This is a special topics course. So this is the second time that it's been offered, and we can only offer it 2 times as a special topics course. And the only reason we're able to do that, to do this, is because Chad McDonald has come forward with his knowledge and his resources to help you to learn what you need to do. And, just as an aside, I was talking to Chad this week. He's already hired, I believe, 2 of our graduates who took this course the last time. He is looking to run a couple of co-ops, paid co-ops, and I believe that's for the summer of 2026. So this coming summer, 2 co-op positions, and that can turn into work. You never know where that's going to go, but he's bringing a lot of resources to this. Yeah, we're greatly appreciative of this, because we couldn't do it without that industry partnership and them coming to the table with the accounts and all of that. So my appreciation goes out to Chad and Brandography and Shopify for helping us to do this. So that's all I've got for week 1. And I will be dropping videos in as necessary as we get things, kind of a little bit more sorted out and moving forward. And I'll let you know what you need to know in time for you to need to know it. That's all I've got for now. I will talk to you all later. Bye-bye.